So in this lecture, I am going to discuss part 1 of the listening module, listening to problem solving. This part has 3 sections and you will hear each section only once, and every section, not every section, but there may be 2 or 3 questions. So overall number of questions are going to be 8. Okay. So how I am going to do? First of all, whenever I get any section, any part, I analyze it, what it is going to be. So what it is, you will hear a conversation between a man and woman in a pharmacy. The man is asking about eye drops. The pharmacist shows him different types of non-prescription drops. So maybe the person will be complaining about some irritation in eyes, so some over the counter some medicine, so he may be asking something like that. Okay, now I am going to make notes and see whether you jot down important points or not, that is up to you. For me, making notes of the important points, okay, always works. Okay, one thing. Second thing, I don't write complete sentences. I will just write, 1 or 2 important words, okay, of a particular sentence. That's all. Okay. What I am going to do, I am going to, after every section, I am going to click picture of my notes and I am going to share it with you in this lecture itself. So I am not going to edit this video. Okay. It will be a kind of live lecture for you so that you get to know what was my approach. So next, lectures are going to be about different parts. So second lecture of this listening module section will be like your part 2, then part 3, part 4, part 5 and part 6. So once these 6 lectures are over, what I am going to do, I am going to take complete test on my portal. So now I'll try to explain, plus I'll try to answer questions. I'll do both the things. My main motive is to show you what is my approach and you should try whether it works for you or not. Okay, so let's start. Now listen carefully.
Good morning. Can I help you?
I'm having a problem with my eyes. They are red and really itchy and driving me crazy. I'm wondering if you can recommend something.
I can see your eyes look really sore. Have you gone to your doctor?
No, not yet. I thought I'd get some drops to make the problem go away as quick as possible.
Well, we have over-the-counter eye drops that might help.
What does over-the-counter mean?
It means that the product doesn't require a prescription. Usually, an over-the-counter product is much less expensive, but it can be just as good as the prescription.
That's what I want. Which eye drops should I get?
Well, this brand is usually effective, but it depends on what's wrong with your eyes. If you have an infection, for example, you really should see your doctor.
Okay, I'll get these, but if they don't help in a few days, I'll see the doctor.
Now let's go to the questions. So the very first one is, I will show my notes after the
Question
section.
1.
Why does the woman explain about over-the-counter products?
She makes more money? No. She prefers them to prescription. The man is unfamiliar with them? Yes. And the man wants cheap eye drops? No. So the answer will be what? The man is unfamiliar. So because he asked the question, what is over the counter? Okay. In fact, if you remember, when I explain the problem, the person will be explaining I have some irritation in eyes, and he will be asking for some non-prescription over the counter. I said over the top or over the counter. Even I also said same. So when I looked at that picture, the scenario started working in my mind. Okay, this could be scenario. He will be asking something, and then lady will be explaining, go for so and so, drop or medicine. Okay, second question.
Question 2.
What advice does the woman give the man?
What advice does the woman give the man? He should consider visiting doctor after drops, after some days when drops are not working. He should try her brand of eye drops. Okay, no. He should wait for a few more days. Yes. He should get an eyeglass prescription. No. Okay. So he should try her brand. No. He should wait for a few more days. Like the person said, like if they do not work, then I'll go to the doctor. Even the lady said the same thing. So you need to select this one. And this time what I did not take it at the time. Next time I will first answer and then I'll explain. Okay. So let's jump on to question number 3.
Question 3.
Why does the man buy over-the-counter eye drops?
It is difficult to find an eye doctor. He wants something immediately. His prescription is, they are better than prescription. No, they are not better. His prescription, no, he did not go to doctor, so there is no question of prescription. He wants something immediately. Yes, and the first one cannot be our answer. So I can rule out 3. Only I am left with number 2. Okay, next one. Now we have part 2. So I am going to write this one.
Hi, I was here a few days ago and got some eye drops.
Yes, I remember. Did the drops help?
Not as much as I hoped. So I took your advice and went to the doctor. He gave me this prescription.
Do you have a health plan that covers your prescriptions?
No, I don't. So, how much will these drops cost?
$30. These are really good eye drops. They should take care of your problem quite quickly.
Yeah, but $30 is a lot. The other eye drops were only $10, and they made my eyes feel a little better. Why is this prescription so much more expensive?
Well, I think it's just the way pharmaceutical companies set their prices. However, your doctor knows the best medicine to solve your problem, so you can trust that these are excellent eye drops. I'll have them ready for you in 10 minutes.
So I have got all my important points. Now let's jump on to our questions. The very first one.
Question 4.
Why does the man return to the pharmacy?
He has a new prescription. Yes. His eye drops are all gone. No. He wants to get advice. His eye dropper did not work. No. So he has a new prescription because he went to the doctor. Next question.
Question 5.
Why is the man upset about the price?
Well, it's more expensive than at other pharmacies. No. He heard that the price was less. No. His health plan doesn't cover. It's more costly than his previous purchase. Yes, it's more costly. He said like the earlier one was $10 and this is like 30. And then he asked why. Then the lady said like it is up to these pharmaceutical companies, this one, that one. Next question. Okay, we have the audio itself. So I am going to write important points.
Your eye drops are ready. Use the drops every day for the next 7 days. Put 2 drops in each eye 3 times a day. Try to space the time out evenly over the course of the day.
I can do that. No problem.
The easiest way to get the drops into your eye is to pull out the bottom eyelid and squeeze in the 2 drops. Then close the eye and rub very gently to move the drops around. Then do the other eye.
That sounds really hard, but I'll give it a try. I don't like anything getting near my eyes.
You should see a lot of improvement in 2 or 3 days. These are really good drops.
Great. Thanks for your help.
Again, a very short one. Now listen. Number 6 question.
Question 6.
Which picture best fits the woman's instructions?
Okay. What he said, like, you have to pull the eyelid and then, go for drops. So this one here only he's like pulling the eyelid down and then putting. And this was not said like, and this also not said like you need to lie down and drop. So pull the eyelid and then, squeeze the bottle, something like that she said. Next question.
Question 7.
Why does the man think the instructions are difficult?
Because he doesn't let anything near his eyes, right? He must apply the drops frequently. He worries about touching his eyes. The other drops had no instruction. No, the woman needed to be clearer. So he only said like, I don't want anything near my eyes. So He worries about touching his eyes. That's all. Next question.
Question 8.
Why does the woman tell the man how to use the eye drops?
He works at an eye doctor's office. He knows people benefits from instruction. He has been using it in the wrong way. The prescription is difficult to read. Okay, so this is common sense. So she knows people benefit from instruction. He has been using it a wrong way, so there was no discussion. Let me select it first. The prescription is difficult to read. No, and she works at a no. She is like selling medicine. Okay, so first, third and fourth can be ruled out. Okay, so I'm done with the first part. Now what I will do, you may not be able to read my notes, but anyhow I'll give you idea. These are the notes. Okay, part 1, part 2 and part 3. Let me just highlight. So you may not be able to read, but anyhow I'll give you idea. Like red eyes, itching, then any recommendation, sore eyes, no doctor prescription, over the counter, non-prescription drugs, less expensive. Yeah, then I have written like good as prescription drugs, information about doctor. Now I don't remember what I had written, why I wrote this, and then like after some days I'll visit doctor. Okay, so here I mentioned drops not good, went to doctor health, then he has no, then he asked like, she asked like, do you have subscription? He said no. Then $30, and then he said like, the lady said like, trust these and 10 minutes they will be ready. Then in the third part, every day 7 days, 3 drops a day. Okay, 2 drops 3 times a day. Okay, and then I have written like, pull out the eyelid, squeeze the bottle, rub gently, 2 to 3 days you will see improvement. Now see, I did not, while answering question, I did not refer these points, okay, to be honest, and I don't think you will also do. But the thing is, when I was writing these points, I was memorizing everything. Now if I have to repeat everything, I may not be able to repeat word by word, but I am sure I can repeat all the sentences in the same way. Meaning will be same. Okay. So that is a benefit I get when I make notes. Now if you, first of all, many students, what they do, when I tell them to make notes, what they do, they start writing everything. So you don't have to write complete sentence. Why? Because if you are writing complete sentence, you will end up with what? You will end up writing one sentence, and you will write one complete and you will end up missing 2 or 3 sentences. So you just have to write only keywords. Okay, remember that. So sometimes students say I can do it without making notes. Fine, then it's okay, but make sure that you don't forget like what they have discussed. In first 4 parts you can still manage without notes, but I feel in the 5th and 6th one you should. Okay, why? Because they are difficult, they are a bit long. Okay, anyway, this is like my first thing, first part, what that is listening to problem solving. Now let's say if I jump to your answers. So see, the man is unfamiliar with them. He should consider visiting doctor. He wants something immediately. New prescription more costly. Then like you need to pull out the eyelid and something like that. Then he worries about touching his eyes. She knows people benefit from instruction. So I have got all 8 correctly. Now if you want, okay, if you want to score 9 in CELPIP listening, you need
Question 8.
You need to answer 34 correctly. Okay, and it becomes important you don't make any mistake. Okay, you don't answer any question incorrectly in first 4 sections. You make any mistake here, definitely you will be making mistake in other parts. Why? Because if someone is making mistake in this easier part, definitely he will make mistake in the third one, definitely in the fourth one news item, fifth and sixth they are definitely. So I hope you have got the idea. My suggestion is what? To make notes, to write only keywords for a particular sentence, and your focus should not be on the writing. Okay, it's not like we have got some job where we have to write points. No, we are writing for our help. Okay, so while writing, your mind should be thinking about the conversation, like what conversation is going on. Okay, the whole benefit of writing is like we can memorize what they said, and if you are busy so much in writing that you are not understanding what they are discussing, then there is no point of it. You won't be able to answer all questions correctly here. So that's all about this one. Now jump to the next lecture where I am going to discuss your second part, that is daily life conversation.